So one of the things that people use most, including myself, they use most out of the C-set is the rising sun, because, well, the rising sun is really cool. It's one of the first flow moves you're going to learn, and this is what the rising sun looks like. Okay, that's the rising sun. So what you're going to do is you're going to do your front spinning back toss, and then you're going to do your C-set. You're going to do your fire knife, and then again, just like where everything else varies, it's the same spot. You're going to go down to your fire knife, turn the rifle up. Now instead of coming back around, you're going to actually bring the rifle, you're going to turn it, bring the rifle up, just like this. So you're literally just bringing the rifle up to your head. Okay? So turn the rifle and bring it up. And then your left hand from the position of attention. Okay, so I'm bringing the rifle up. Left hand is just going to go right behind your head. Similar to the Hawaiian punch, except it's not a stop, so your hand isn't catching it. But it's going to be your palms facing away from you. So you bring your left hand up, palm facing away, and then you're basically going to hand the rifle off into your left hand. So it'll be like this. Bring the rifle up, left hand, boom. Okay? So the closer you can get your pinky fingers, the better. That's the smoothest way to do it, and it looks the best. So, from behind again. Okay, so, fire knife, bring your rifle up. Left hand, bam. So you're holding the rifle, and as you grab it with your left hand, you're going to drop your right hand to attention, okay? It's important though, that when you grab the rifle with your left hand, you keep the momentum going. So you're going to grab it with your left hand, and then the rifle's still moving. So what you're going to do is grab with your left hand, and then you're going to bring the rifle, turn it, so that the barrel faces out, and then you're going to come down, come down, bring the sling on the inside, and then you're basically going to twist and flick it with your wrist. So, boom. Left hand, pass it off, point it out, bring it down, sling facing on the inside, and then you're going to flick it. So it's basically going to do the same thing as a back toss, except you're only using your left hand. And this is the part that's going to take the most practice, just because you've probably never done that kind of movement before with just your left hand. So you're going to have to kind of mess with it and figure out the momentum, how to get that momentum out of it. So again, this is what it looks like. Fire knife. Facing out, bring it up to the side of your head, left hand, boom, just passes it on, barrel out, bring it down, sling facing the inside, and then you're just going to twist. So the whole thing should just be one solid movement because it's flow. So it should just look like this basically. One of the cool things about the rising sun is the exit. That's what we call it when you go around. Left hand, bring it down, and then this flick you're doing to spin the rifle again, that's called the Rising Sun exit, because that's the exit from the Rising Sun. It's the end of the spin. So this particular one, it's only spinning one time, so that's called a single exit. And one of the cool things about it is you can actually flick the rifle and it's going to do that one spin, and then you're right back to do your C set. So you can just put your hand in again and just continue the move. So that's one of the cool things. You can just basically do endless Rising Suns. It's going to take some practice, obviously, to get it smooth, be able to keep doing them and get that exit down. The two hardest parts for me to get down were actually bringing the rifle up right here. It takes a little while to get that part down. So at first when you do it, you will probably only be doing it about this fast, trying to get it up. Even trying to do it as hard as you can. It just takes a little while to figure out. Another thing I did when I started out was when you're coming up, I drop my shoulder back, and you don't want to do that. You want to bring it up and keep your shoulder squared basically. So this is what you don't want to do. And drop your shoulder back. You don't want to do that. So just come down, kind of watch your shoulder as you're starting out, because you're going to develop a bad habit if you're going like that, and it's going to be hard to fix. So come here and just keep your shoulders straight. And come up, bam, and then just like that. And the other hard part is going to be figuring out that exit, just getting that spin down. So just keep practicing, and that's the Rising Sun.